Part 35. It forced a choice. The irregular movement slowed it, but it didn't stop it. The delays we forced were small and temporary. Every time we created a gap, it adjusted faster on the next cycle. It wasn't losing control. It was narrowing the margin. We kept changing patterns, shifting positions, forcing uneven contact, but the space started tightening again. Not all at once. Section by section. It was isolating smaller areas instead of trying to manage everything evenly. That was the next move. Instead of controlling the whole space cleanly, it was breaking it into segments it could lock one at a time. The first section sealed on the left, not wide, just enough to restrict movement. The man there tried to adjust, but the space closed too fast. He dropped before we could pull him back. We shifted right to compensate, but that played into it. The next section locked where we moved. It wasn't chasing us, it was guiding us. Every movement we made narrowed the space it needed to control. We stopped shifting as a group. That changed the pattern again. Instead of moving together, we held positions and forced contact from where we stood. No repositioning, no corrections, just constant pressure from fixed points. The response came immediately. The space tightened harder around each of us, trying to isolate every position individually. That was the trade. If we moved, it guided us. If we held, it targeted us. We had to choose. I stayed in place and forced contact again. The flare held against the surface. The reaction came, but it had to manage multiple fixed points at once. That slowed it slightly. The others did the same. No movement, no adjustment, just pressure. The structure held alignment, but the environment couldn't lock all positions cleanly at the same time. Some sections tightened more than others. That imbalance showed again. Not enough to break it, but enough to keep it from stabilizing completely. The cost increased. Another man dropped behind me, then another to the right. No delay, no warning. It was picking us off one by one while holding the system together. We didn't break, we couldn't. Every second we held this position forced it to divide control further. I keyed the mic and pushed the update. Hold position, don't shift. Force it to isolate multiple fixed points. The signal came back weak but confirmed the same approach was being used elsewhere. That meant we weren't the only ones making this choice. Across sectors, units were holding instead of moving, forcing the system to manage fixed pressure instead of dynamic movement. I checked what I had left. Almost nothing. Still didn't matter. We weren't trying to outlast it. We were forcing it to reach its limit. The space tightened again, harder this time. Movement dropped further. The air pressure increased slightly. It was pushing toward full containment again. But it couldn't lock everything at once. Not completely. Not yet. I looked at the structure again. Still fixed, still operating, still in control. But now it had to choose what to control first. And every time it did, it left something else exposed.